Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 6 semester. Today I'm going to teach you course book, the requisites and the criteria of course book assessment. How will we assess a course book? Like, what is the criteria for assessing a course book? So you should know the following points while assessing a course book. This is the criteria for assessing a course book. Objectives are explicitly laid down and implemented. Like as I have taught you in the class, Bloom's taxonomy, and we prepared some objectives practically in the class. Similarly, over here you have to assess that whether the objectives are explicitly laid down and implemented or not, like whether they are written over there at the beginning, whether they are explicitly explained or not. So you should know the course book assessment criteria, that it's a criteria, it's a requisite, it's a like kind of requisite for the assessment of the course book, that the objectives must be explicitly explained, they must be written. Okay, and the way I have taught you how to make objectives. Okay, social acceptability, and all you should also know that the course book must be socially accepted, like there should be a social approval, social norms and culture. It must have social approval. What do you mean by a social approval or social acceptability? Social acceptability means that the society accept that thing, whatever you have put down in the course book. So it should fulfill the criteria of social acceptability that a course book must have. Then attractive layout, it means that is the structure. Okay, like the section and the subsection and the way material are arranged in sequence is called layout. Like the layout of the course book, in which there is a section, like section A contains uh, this and that, and the section B and this, like the whole structure must be attractive. Like okay, so it's a kind of criteria for it, so that may the reader feel at ease while they are reading, while they are trying to learn it. Okay, then there is audio visual materials are provided, so that is a good course book. Audio visual materials make easy the topic. You should know that a good for course book is one which contains audio visual materials. Okay, like a kind of a procedure is given how to have such sort of things, and they should provide audio visual aids. Okay, element interest for the learner, like the element interest for, there should be an element, like there should be something which are interesting, which are fascinating, so that you may be attracted by the course book. Like there should be an element of interest in the course book, that every reader enjoy reading it, every student enjoy studying it. Okay, so a course book should have this criteria as well. Variability of task and topic, you should know that the lessons and these the topics must vary. Okay, like variability makes the lesson interesting, it avoids boredom. As I have in the previous lectures, I have talked about this, that various aspect of life, of society, of various cultures, etc., they should be included, and there should be a kind of variability in the course book, so that the topic and the topics and the subtopics, etc., are interesting for the students and they enjoy it. And as I talked about that, monotony, which means which means repetition kills the interest. Monotony kills the interest. So if a reader is given with the task repeatedly, so they would feel boredom. Okay, so you should have variable task and topics, so that you should provide in the course book. Like the course book must provide these sort of things. Like it's a criteria for a course book. Okay, you should know this. Okay, clear cut methodology means that teacher taught it easily because there are clear cut instructions, maybe inductively or deductively taught. You should know what is a clear cut methodology. It means that the teacher must be given with instructions how to teach that course book. Okay, like each and everything should be given explicitly, should be provided explicitly, so that the teacher feel at ease. Okay, there are also 2 points mentioned, inductive and deductive. These are two methods or two strategies of teaching. Inductive method of teaching is a kind of teaching in which first the rules are taught and then the examples are given. They go from specific to from the more specific to the more general one. Then there is deductive. Deductive is a kind of teaching in which the more, like a teacher goes from the most general to the more specific one. Like the general things are taught first and then the specific one. Okay, so this should be given, like both the inductive or deductive, both of them should be given over there in the instructions for them should be given in the course book, and it's a criteria for that. Okay, then we have coverage of whole syllabus. Like it is a requisite for a course book to cover the whole syllabus. If it covers every topic, so it is a course book. Like this is the main point in the course book, that it covers the whole course. Okay, the whole syllabus. It should the course book should be a real course book. Like course mean like the whole course, the whole syllabus should be there. Organizing and gradability. Gradability mean that are in sequence from single to complex. Like the book should be arranged in such a way that the student should start from easy and then they should go to the complex and difficult ones. Okay, like a teacher, when a teacher is teaching a course book, so the first topics, the first chapters should be easy one, so that the students and the teachers both feel at ease while teaching them. And it's a kind of like to uh, kind of to introduce the topics, the book, to the whole introduction in an easy way should be given at the first of the book, like the first chapters of the book. Review and testing section. A course book, a good course book has testing after exercise, the feedback from students. Okay, so this is also a very good point, that a course book, you might have observed the course books, that there is a kind of exercise at the end of the chapter in which the teacher asks the students how and why and what and when something happened. And okay, like different sort of questions are asked at the end of the chapter, and it tests it. It's a kind of test for the students, so that the teacher may know that what is the level of the students, that whether they have learned the lesson or not. So this is also a good point. Okay, plenty of authentic language. Authentic language means daily life language, not harsh words. Like the book should provide daily life language usage, and there should not be harsh words or informal words. Okay, like the formal and authentic books should be provided, the words should be provided, language should be kind of uh, more logical and more authentic. Speech, vocabulary, and grammar practice, these are the three main aspects of a course book which should be assessed, and they should be arranged in a proper way, like the speech and the vocabulary, grammar, each and every sort of practice should be noticed whether these things are there or not. Okay, practice of language skills. As you know, there are two types of skills. The one is receptive skills, the second is productive skills. Receptive skills contains two sub other skills, which are reading and listening, in which we receive something, while the productive skills are writing and speaking. So these are the four skills which are under the receptive and productive skills. They come under the category of these two. Okay, opportunity of independent learning. You are not bound. Okay, there should be the course book should be designed in such a way that the learners feel at ease. They can read it at home. That it must not be such a book that it must need teacher or someone to instruct students. Accompanied by a teacher guide, a course book a good course book has guide. Okay, you should know at the private schools most of the teachers are given with a teacher guide, which is especially designed for the course book, in which all the difficult, not all the difficult, rather the whole course is explained and answered, and that has been made easy so that the teacher may not feel difficulty in that. Easy availability, like the course book should be easily available. It should be like each and every person, so that each and every person can buy it or can have it. Okay, using a course book. Okay, this is another topic that I will teach you in the next lecture. Thank you.